Macon, Georgia, 478, man. Got one sister, mom and dad, and a really close friend group, man. Really close friend group.
Gotcha. What schools did you attend?
I attended Howard Middle School, Howard High School. Elementary school, I went to Gibbon Lane Elementary School, and before that, I went to Ehubb.
Cool. Now I know you participated in band. Of course, that's how I met you.
Right.
Why saxophone?
Man, I can't really say it was one thing that really, made me choose saxophone. At the time, I remember him asking, what it was we wanted to play. And a lot of people were choosing percussion. A lot of people, choosing these different instruments. So I was like, saxophone. It just seemed natural. It just kind of came natural to me. My instructor was actually a saxophonist, so that also made it a little bit easier too. So.
Gotcha. Now, recent college graduate, tell me about the school you went to, some of the activities you participated in.
Okay, well, I'm a recent graduate of the great Bethune-Cookman University, located in Daytona Beach, Florida. I attended 4 years. I was able to leave with my Bachelor of Arts degree in Music Recording Technology. And so a little bit about what I did there was basically just like continue to manifest my passion. I always had a passion for music. I always knew that it'd be something that was very pertinent in my life, so I decided to kind of just surround myself with people that were doing that, and that was the next step for me. So those 4 years, I was able to actually become president of a music organization by the name of Blogwire, which is really cool because I got a chance to work from the ground up in the organization. I also was able to become section leader in the Marching Wildcats marching band, which is pretty high honor in my opinion. I love that band program. It taught me so much about myself and even about where I came from. So those are two main organizations. I was also Mr. Tau Beta Sigma and also Mr. Prince Charming for Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority.
Gotcha. Now I realize you said something about where you came from. I know you came from here in Macon, Georgia, 478. Now I know you have activities and a lot of things you do around the city. One in particular is the Making It. Tell me about your impact that you've provided with Making It.
Okay, well, Making It is really home for me. It's an organization started by one of my really good friends, Maya Williams. And it was her outreach, to the community and bringing everything together that we all had going on. And so my contribution is basically just continuing to put forth my passion into that organization because her and the executive team continue to make room for stuff like that. And so just utilizing the relationship with their platform and uplifting positivity in our community is why I call it home. So.
Gotcha. Now, also, I know you promote your brand, Ehubb on the sax. Then you have your own clothing brand. What inspired you to create your clothing brand, and what is it called?
Okay. Well, first, with the clothing brand, I always wanted to initiate merchandise. As an artist, I always wanted to get into that, and at some point, I felt like the time can't be waited for. It's right now. So. Around last year in July, I decided to, just based off of the different racial tension and discrimination that's going on with the George Floyd incident, it just inspired me to do something. I hadn't written, I was constantly writing songs, but I hadn't released one in a while, and so I decided, in a year. And so for me, that felt like a while. So I decided to touch on something, and it just came to me one day. Because I was producing, and the idea of the song came to me, and the actual design is what I'm wearing right now. Inspired Black Dreams, and so this is actually also the music, our album art cover. So that was pretty cool as well to be able to use that for both and use that to just send a message. Just let us know what's going on, let you know where I'm at musically, but also. How I feel like being, African American, being a black man in America. So.
Gotcha. Where can they find your clothing brand at?
They can find my clothing brand at ehubbonthesax.com. and also at the Palace at the shops at River Crossing. I should go ahead and move on into. So took on grad school right after I graduated around like September. So been rocking with that. Ironically, that's also when I started posting more and more consistently on Instagram and social media and Facebook and stuff like that. So that has been a challenge. But it's been a fun learning experience, because like the fun part in learning is like watching yourself get better. So being more consistent. I remember when I first started grad school, it was like, okay, how am I supposed to study all this time, do all of this work, turn it in, and create a quality music, quality content for my social media platforms. Like, how was I supposed to do that? And I just figured it out. It was like, at one point I remember like I was just really buried in the books, and then at one point I was like, let me just focus on the music too. And then that sweet spot started coming in like more so recently. So that's been really fun to actually get done with. What else? The merchandise is pretty interesting to me. This is my first time doing something like that. I printed like my first shirt back in, I think, 2019, and I like wore it around on campus, and people were like, yo, where can we get that? And I was like, it's not available yet, but I just wanted to wear it for, I think it's for my birthday. And I was like, man, I have to like get something out there. And so I'm gonna actually start to release those shirts, the original shirts as well, but I got a few more shirts stocked up. So that's currently what I'm working with, and just introducing all of this new merchandise. I got hoodies now, mugs, socks, shirts, pet hoodies, like all kind of stuff. Like it's a whole different ball game now. But I'm learning how to work smarter, not harder. Yeah. Let me see. But besides that, oh yeah, practicing. I've been trying to add a few more instruments to my repertoire, and so like saxophone is my principal instrument, but I began like my musical journey on piano, and I actually used to have like drum lessons as a kid. I was very young, but after that I went into piano and then piano lessons and stuck with sax. I still play all of these instruments, and now I'm currently adding guitar to the mix too. So finding time to practice, that's the fun part too, because it's kind of like cheating on my time. It's like I gotta do this. I gotta practice if I want to get better. So yeah. What else? Other than that, gigs, performances have really been doing well.
Do you do events at like different type of weddings or ceremonies, stuff like that?
Definitely. I've been doing events since I was in high school. About my like 10th grade year, I started doing smaller events, and then eventually doing weddings and there's different catering events and things like that. And so like yeah, pretty much just continue to do it, and more jobs that come in. I think the most interesting thing has been like the amount of time that I'm getting booked is like increasing. From like when I started, I would get, I guess, like an hour or so, 30 minutes, or play a few songs here and there when I first started, and now it's like, oh, we need you to play for 3 hours, 4 hours, like what I'm saying. So that's a pretty cool thing. I had to actually like find a way to expand my content enough to do that. That's a lot of music. So especially just to be playing on saxophone. So I figured out different creative ways to do it, and so people have been booking using the website. That's pretty cool too.
Gotcha. Last question: if you impact the community in any type of way, form, or fashion, how would you do so, and why?
If I could impact the community, well, one thing I would do is pretty much do what I'm doing now. I feel like there's nothing more effective than being who you are, and so constantly finding ways to be who I am and express that to the community, and for the community as well. You know, I think that is the biggest impact that I can make. You know, I feel like everybody can benefit from what we have going on, you know, and what we have going on in the community. So the best way to do that is just to start with us. So that's what I'm doing, trying to portray that on my platforms, trying to make sure people, you know how to interact with that. And so getting better at it, I think that would be the best way.
Gotcha. And you're gonna let us know your social medias where everyone, all of them, pretty sure you're on like 100 different platforms, Facebook, Instagram, MySpace.
Right.
Tell them where they can find you.
You can find me at Ehubb on the sax. That's for the vast majority of my social media platforms. On TikTok, you can find me at 3Hubb. That's 3HUBB. And anywhere else, just at Ehubb on the sax. So yeah, that's pretty much where you can find me. My website is my, home to all of my exclusive content. I have a subscription that you guys can sign up for, and it'll give you guys exclusive content and let you guys know deals and things like that going on my merchandise and stuff like that too. So yeah.
What's your website?
www.ehubbonthesax.com. Thank y'all so much for supporting. I just wanted to express my appreciation and also leave you guys with this conclusion video of me performing 2019 Livewire Showcase, Solitude.
So shawty goes out the shows, little does she really know that she is the evolution of the one I'm trying to hold. You're the one I'm sending for, the real one that I'm sending on, the one that I've been thinking about. At times I hold this microphone, but me, myself, and I, we got a thing for you. And I'm just trying to pick you out, that's not a thing for you. Like, do you know that I can have all this arranged for you? She ironically said that I can do the same for you. So tell me, do you know how I feel about you? And lately I've been straying from this solitude. A lot of stress upon my plate, I call it college food. And I just wanna see if shawty wanna hot too. Cause I don't wanna be by myself. I need an angle for the times when I get put through hell. You ain't got to be perfect, I got lost myself. But shawty bad, even if she in her solitude. You wanna hot too. And I just wanna make sure too. And why do we do? Cause me, myself, and I want to get to you, baby. Yeah. I'ma say it like this. Check it out. See, you ain't even got to go and trip. You been sending me to slip. I've been out here trying to deal, and I don't understand. Tell me how you really feel. Cause you always posting on the line that you be by yourself. So am I. Can't be too afraid to try. Telling you to open up and see that wings will make you fly. But we can even on them too. Then the day we're seeing you. I'm a youngest star. Learn to never waste my food, but if that's not who it's to, around the place we can peruse and be creative with relations just to show how people smooth. But tell me, do you know how I feel about you? Do you know how I feel about you? As a lady, I've been straying from this side too. A lot of stress upon my plate, I call it college food. And I just wanna see a shawty wanna hot too. Cause I don't wanna be by myself. I need to thank you for the time when I can put through hell. You ain't got to be perfect, I got lost myself. Shawty bad, even if she in her solitude. You wanna hot too. I don't wanna make shit too. About you.